Christians 3. Interrogave, I asked, ipsos, them, themselves. In other words, he asked them face to face, on essent Christiane, whether they were Christians. Here's a little chunk here. This is an indirect question, and that's why you get the imperfect subjunctive right there. The real question was, are you Christians? But now Pliny's put that indirectly here. I asked them whether they were Christians. So you get the imperfect subjunctive there. Confitentes, this is a PAP, present active participle. This is the only active form that deponent verbs have, the present active participle. This is a deponent, confiteor, to confess or admit, and so it's active just in this form. And he's kind of using these participles, this one here and this one here, we'll get to that in a sec. He's using them as if statements, as conditional statements, if they confessed, instead of saying confessing, ing. Iterem ac tertio interrogavi. Interrogavi, I asked, iterem, again, and a third time. So if they confessed once, he came back to them, he asked again and a third time. And the third time, supplicium minatus, threatening punishment. This minatus, this is a PPP, perfect passive participle, of a deponent verb, and often this is interpreted at the same time as the main verb. So even though it is perfect, it really flows like this. I asked them, comma, threatening, ing, punishment. Perseverantes, another present active participle, PAP. Again, he's using this as an if statement. If they persevered, in other words, if they kept saying, yeah, I'm definitely Christian, what of it? You see, I ordered duci, for them to be led, in other words, to death. Ordered them to be executed. This is the passive infinitive, present passive. Okay, ordered them to be executed. Neque enim dubitabam. I had no doubt. Okay, I'm incorporating that negative in neque in the dubitabam. And this is a little bit of a litotes here. Litotes is a figure of speech where you use a double negative for emphasis. If you're not at all in doubt, it means you're pretty sure. Quale cumque esset quod faterenter. Quale cumque, this is a great word. What a great sound. Quale cumque. Whatever the heck. That's what that means. Whatever the heck. Esset, it was. Quod faterenter, which they were saying. Ooh, look at that. That's imperfect subjunctive passive. Another deponent verb, I might add. Third person plural, 3p there. Whatever it was they were confessing. And you can see, you would want to use a subjunctive there because it is so uncertain. This is a relative clause of characteristic because the antecedent is very indefinite. Quale cumque, whatever the heck. Pertinaciam certe et inflexibilem obstinationem debere punire. Well, we know something ought to be punished, right? Debere punire. Ought to be punished. What ought to be punished? Pertinaciam, subject accusative here. Yeah, accusative subject. Pertinaciam is number 1. And also 2. Obstinationem. Accusative subject here too. What is stubbornness? Yeah. Whatever it was, I had no doubt that, oh boy, we know we got an indirect statement here, dubito, no doubt, that, and then we have verb infinitive, present active, infinitive, here, There's your verb infinitive, and then to subjects accusative. I had no doubt that tenacity and inflexible stubbornness ought to be punished. And punire is present passive infinitive, but its simple one is just a complementary to debere, ought to be punished.